We're going to get started making some 260s, curlies. These are going to be curlies that you can add to your garlands, add to your arches, add to your balloon delivery bouquets. We're going to be making curlies. So hands-on today, hands-on, making curlies. 260s, of course, all of my 260s are Qualitex too. So these are 260s. They also come 160 and 350. But these are the 260, and it's 100 in this bag, orange. Okay. Next, I'm going to be doing chrome purple. And as you can see, these colors match with my 11-inch and my 5-inch. Thanks for joining. Chrome purple, Qualitex. And I'm going to be using red and yellow Qualitex. This is like, if you don't need a lot of them, you can get a 50 count. And this is a bag of 50 count. The yellow and the red, Qualitex 260s. Okay? And this was 100 count Qualitex 260s. Okay? So this machine is what I'm going to be using. If you don't have this Legenda, take a screenshot. Get a screenshot of it. If you don't have this Legenda, you want to get you one. This is a lifesaver. Instead of you having to use your hand pump like this, pump, 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 then you would want to eventually get you one of these Legendas. This one is an old one. I paid probably about $180, but they do have the ones now that have 2 of these nozzles on it. And I think it's about $700. So it's a good investment. It's portable. Once you charge it, you don't have to have a plug, so it's portable and you can move around with it. So this is what we're going to be inflating our balloons with today. Okay? I'm just letting you all know that when we start doing the curlies, you can use anything that's round, like a cylinder. This is round, so you can use this to twist your balloons around on. You can use this. This is just a smaller hand pump. Or you can use this, okay, which is a hand pump. I am going to use this to twist my balloons around, okay? So, first thing that you want to do is you want to inflate your balloon and release the air. This is a tip for you all right here. When you pre-inflate and release the air, that softens the balloon and it keeps it from popping as quick. Okay? So basically we're just going to inflate the balloon. Okay, you see? I inflated the balloon and I'm going to release the air. Okay? Release the air. You see, it just kind of softened the balloon. It relaxed the balloon, so it's not so tight. When it's tight like that and it's so tight, it's going to pop. So first thing, pre-inflate, let the air out to relax the balloon. Okay, once I do that, I'm going to take my little hand pump and I'm going to start wrapping. And I'm going to do this. I got to make 40 of these. So you are going to see this again and again and again. So I'm making 40. So this is not going to be the first time. So what I did was I took my thumb right here, and I'm holding the tip, this tip. Take my thumb, hold the tip, and I'm going to start wrapping. Now, I'm not pulling it. Don't pull. I'm doing a soft wrap around this hand pump, just like this. This part is going to go onto the machine so it can inflate it. But remember, I'm holding this little tail right here with my thumb. Okay? So now we have it wrapped. We're going to inflate. Okay? Let's put it this way. So I'm going to take my neck and I'm going to put it on the nozzle, just like this. And then I'm going to press the green button and inflate. What you're going to do next is a technique that I call burping. This is another technique to keep your balloons from popping. You're going to release some of the air because right now this neck is so fat up here. The neck part of the balloon is so fat that I'm going to pinch it, release some of the air, and then I'm going to tie it, okay? Alrighty? So this is our first curling. Okay, so let's do another curling. First thing we're going to do is pre-inflate. Okay, I have my curly blown up. Now I am going to release the air because we want to soften the balloon so it won't easily pop. So let the air out. And as you can see, the balloon is a little bit more relaxed. And I'm going to show you. You can see, you can tell the difference. See how structured this one is? And this one is more relaxed. It's more relaxed. Okay? Okay, now that the balloon is relaxed, we're going to take it and we're going to put it around this inflator. And again, remember I told you, you can use anything that's going to give you that circular shape. You can use this, and of course they're going to be smaller because this width on here is smaller than this one. Or you can use this. Let me just kind of show you. I'm not going to inflate it, but I'll show you how you can wrap it around and then inflate it. And we want a soft wrap. Okay, see? And then all you do is just start inflating. Or if you want your curly not to be so tight, you can put it around around something this big. Hold it. Hold your little tail right here with your thumb and then wrap. And of course, with something this big, you're not going to get that many. You're not going to get that many circles. So just kind of make sure. Let me use a different color because I think that color is too. It's too in the same color the red. So you would do something similar to this if you were using this hand pump. So if you don't have this, this is what you would have to do here. Let me show you how convenient having the legenda is. So I got to pre-inflate. Let me pre-inflate. Pre-inflate. Release your air. The reason we're doing that is to what? Relax the balloon. Okay, so now I'm going to put it around my cylinder, which is a hand pump. I'm calling it a cylinder. So you're going to take your thumb and you're going to hold this little end. You're going to wrap, 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 okay? And this part of the balloon is going to go into the inflator. So say if it's, for instance, if we was going to use the hand pump, then I will put this on here like this. Everybody see? I will put that on there like that. And then I will have to do the pump. And see, I can't, I usually do it down in my legs, but if I put it down between my legs, y'all won't be able to see me. So I'm just doing it like this for now. This is hard to do. Maybe like this, I'll help. Or maybe like this. Let's try this. Take it out. Do it again. Okay, we almost there. Take it out and pump it again. Okay? Whoa, but you see how inconvenient this is. You're trying to do this. If I had it down here between my legs, I would be doing this. Okay? So this is so convenient. This is very convenient, especially if you got to do 40. So this Legenda is the best machine to have because when I'm on a roll, I can just wrap, 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 and inflate. So you see how I got my curly and take it out. And that's my curly. That's my curly. We're gonna burp it. When we burp it, that means, because right now it's real tight right here. So we're gonna do like pinch it and release some of the air. That's called burping. Take your balloon and tie it. So you're gonna probably burp anywhere between about a half an inch to an inch. Okay, a half an inch to an inch is how much you'll probably burp. And this is my another curly that I made. Now, if you wanted this to be tighter, you can just take it, twist it, and twist it, just like this. And you're gonna kind of mash it and hold it. Mash it and hold it down for a few minutes. Mash it, mash it, mash it. We're trying to make it a little bit more tighter. And that's, see how a little bit more tighter that curl is? It's not as loose as it was. So that can help you, or if you want it looser on the other end, just pull it out like this. And that'll make it a little bit looser. Okay? So you just feel free to play with these. You don't be afraid of them. Of course, some of them will pop, but you're going to get used to them popping after a while. So these are our two curlers, and like I told you, no two are pretty much the same. No two are the same. You got different ones. Okay, I had a question. Wow, that's so cool. I've never seen that you can make them curly. Okay, good. I'm glad somebody's learning. Okay, let's make another one. First thing we're going to do is pre-inflate. Don't forget. And this is even with your 11-inch balloons. You always want to pre-inflate your balloons. Tip, 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 tip. Always. Always pre-inflate, especially if you're doing outside the core. Always. Because that heat gets to those balloons and it expands. And if you blow it up all the way full, it doesn't have anywhere to expand. So always underinflate about 2 inches and always pre-inflate. 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 Let the air out to relax the balloon. Then we're going to wrap it around the cylinder. Take your thumb, hold that little piece right here. Take your thumb and hold that. So when you're inflating, it won't get away from you. You're going to wrap real soft. Don't pull. We don't want the pull. We just want a soft wrap. Okay? And this part is going to go into the nozzle where you're going to inflate the balloon. So let's inflate. Wow, okay. I let that one get away from me, but we still got a little curl. So what I'm going to do now is burp it about a half an inch, let the air out, and then you're going to tie it, okay? And we can curl this up a little bit more. Remember I told you that if you want it tighter, then just start twisting, twist, twist, and twist. And we're just going to kind of hold this here, mash them together, and it's going to give us a little bit more twist on that other end. Hold it for a little while. We're mashing in together, and then you see it's not as wild as it was. So some of them will be, like I said, they're never going to be the same. Out of all three that I did, none of these are exactly alike. Okay? So you just keep making them until you feel like you have gotten to where, you know, you're good, pretty good with them. But it just takes practice. It takes practice, guys. Okay, pre-inflate. And then we're going to put it on the cylinder. Hold it with our thumb. We are going to wrap softly. Wrap, wrap, wrap. And one thing that I did not tell you, when you're inflating, You see my arm right here, my hand right here? You're gonna put that hand over here while you're inflating. That way, when the balloon starts inflating, you're kind of controlling it so it won't just go all off everywhere. You're gonna put that hand right under here. Don't have it up like that, because if you have it up, that balloon is just gonna go anywhere. Tip, tip. Keep that arm right there to keep control where it won't get away from you, and it'll kind of stay in that little circular motion, okay? So that was a good tip. And like I said, it takes practice, you guys. You see, when I do it, sometimes I got to start over. So don't be frustrated. Just keep practicing until you get them the way you want them. Okay, let's go again. And I kind of got my hand up here. Right here, I kind of got my whole hand up here like this. Oh, because I don't want it to get away from me. Okay, let's go. Oh, I think I got to start over. And let me tell you, another good thing about this little agenda is that you can press the button, stop it, press, stop it. It's not a continuous flow unless you want it to be. But I have control. If I see where the balloon is getting away from me, I can stop it and start it back. Stop it and start it back. This green button, okay? So let's try this one again. Oh, okay. Try it again. Didn't go. Okay, let's try it again. There we go. Our curly. See? Now we're going to burp it about 1 inch away from the neck. That is to let some air out so you'll have enough neck to tie. Okay, let me see what questions we have. What questions? Anybody have questions? Anybody have questions? Come on, give me some questions. I know y'all got questions. This is the curly. Okay, we got our balloon pre-inflated. We're going to release the air. Why are we releasing the air? Why are we blowing it up? Thank you, and letting the air out. Why? What's the reason? What's the purpose? Talk back to me. What's the reason? What's the purpose for letting the air out? What's the reason? What's the purpose? To make the balloon more flexible. Great. What else? Is that a must with all balloons? I would say yes. To make sure the balloon is stretched enough for the curly, right? And the main thing is we're doing is we're trying to relax. Relax the balloon. You see how relaxed it is versus when we didn't blow it up? You see it's wider, it's more loose, it's more relaxed. When you relax your balloons, it keep it from popping as fast. Now you're going to get some pops, but they won't pop as easy if you pre-inflate the balloon, release the air, and relax the balloon. And it also will help them to last longer outside. Thank you. Okay, so we've already pre-inflated. We're going to put it around our cylinder. And I was telling you, you can use anything, any kind of cylinder. If I wanted to use this one, I could use this. Anything that's going to give you a circular form. See, and I'm doing a soft. I'm not pulling it like this. I'm not pulling it. Don't pull. Don't pull it like this because you won't be able to inflate it. I'm just doing a real soft wrap. A real soft, just like this. And one thing you need to also make sure is that when you wrap this, that your balloon is flat. All of these loops have to be flat. If not, the air won't get into it and it won't inflate. So make sure all of these loops are flat. Okay, so again, you can use something like this. You also can use something like this, a hand pump, but of course your circles are going to be big. Your circles are going to be big because you can't get around it as many times. See? But anything that has a circular shape. Pre-inflate, release the air. Let me see. What was the question? You have a great teaching style. Were you a teacher? No, I've never been a teacher, but I've been doing these balloons for over 20 years. So I guess it's paying off now. Thank you so much, sweetie. If you're not following me, I want you all to go out, follow me, and come back in if you have to, because I have so many great tips, so much free content on my TikTok page. Thank you. So make sure you're following me. Also, we have an incentive for today that if you give 10 gifts, everybody that give 10 gifts, I'm going to give you a free document that tells you where to purchase your balloons and what balloons are the best balloons that you should be using. You'll get that free document if you give 10 free gifts. Okay, let's get back to hands-on. Take your thumb and you're going to hold the tip of this balloon down, just like this. See? Just like that. You're going to take your balloon and you're going to wrap it around the cylinder. Very soft. Do not stretch. Do not stretch the balloon. Once you get it all the way around like this, all of your balloons are flat. Let me tell you what, you don't want anything tangled up like this. You don't want it crisscross. You don't want it tangled up like this. It should be flat with spaces in between. So again, we're going to do a soft wrap, just like this, and everything is flat. Okay, now let's put it on. What is the tool you're using to wrap the balloon? Okay, Beth, this is just a balloon hand pump. This is just a balloon hand pump that I'm using to wrap these with, a balloon hand pump. Remember, anything circular you can use. Some people use paper towel holders. You know the brown paper towel holder at the end of the paper towel? You can use that. I don't know if it's thick enough because I've never used it, but I've seen people use it. You can use this to wrap your balloons around, or you can use this pole. This is what I got off of the floor lamp. You can use this to wrap your balloons around. So I've always used this, and I just thought that this was better. Okay, we're going to pre-inflate. Pre-inflate, release the air. Releasing the air to make it softer. Then we're going to wrap our balloon around our cylinder. Make sure you're holding your thumb up here, and you're going to wrap, and the little part that is left is going to go into your nozzle. Make sure everything is flat. Put it onto your machine. Put your hand up. Oh, that one was almost perfect. Look at that. Yay! So, like I said, I forgot to tell y'all to burp. Don't forget to burp about an inch or a half an inch. And then tie. Okay? So, sweetie. Woo! Look at there. Pretty. Did y'all see me pushing it over? When it tried to get out of control, I used my hand to push the balloon over. But this is another curly. I almost look like a swan. Thank you for the gift, sweetie. So we're going to get ready to burp. Burp, it means you're only going to twist, you're going to pinch the balloon and release air. Okay, here we go. Pinch, release the air, so you'll have a long enough neck to tie your balloon. Thank you, Rena. And this is what we have. Another curly.